Considering who's about to fight, we are live at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Exaction.
And yes, he is the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Deontay Wilder, bronze bomber, only 200 and...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is one of those places where if you can fight, if you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that.
Here we go for round one. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Good counter punching. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good counter right hand again. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice job landing that left counter punch. And he just misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. Here we go for round two. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long loop. Not many fights can do that.
Good counter-punching for both these athletes. Neither man really defending themselves. Nice counter shot. That punch lands. Back to life now, starting to land some punches. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt, and someone's going to react.
They keeping their gloves up. He blocks the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go in round 3. Who's gonna land the first big shot? He misses with that jab. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
Here we go to the 4th round. That left lands. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They score again with the left hand. And he misses with that jab. And they figure out the combination to this sink. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Oh, and they just got their bell rung. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Looks absolutely exhausted. What a...
Back into the fray here in round 5. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
He blocks that jab. He blocks the jab. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nice exchange here from both men. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
This is the beginning of round 6. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That left scores. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And they figure out the combination to this safe. Got out of the way, that right hook. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Just misses with that big right hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here comes round 7. With that jab. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
And he just missed with that left jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. These two are the perfect dance partners. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
He's going to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots, but that leaves more opportunities for head shots. When are we going to see a jab from these two? 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell to start round 8. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Both men step back for just a moment. He threw the hook, didn't land. There's a right hand. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. They're giving us a high-tempo show. He misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy. This is all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He can't connect with that right hook. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men. Another missed punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Look absolutely exhausted. What are you going to tell him in the corner?
And here comes the 10th round. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. His jab just got blocked. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. A swing and a miss with the left hook. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And that hook misses. Swing and a miss with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. May see a stoppage here. And that's exactly where he doesn't need to be. How is this fight still continuing? He blocks the right hook. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You'd like to see more jabs. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Can't score with that jab. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nope, that hook won't score. And that right jab just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time in the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right.
And there's the bell to start round 12. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Left punch. And they figure out the combination to this sink.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Big swing and a miss. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh, Wilder just got clipped and down goes Wilder.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.